Nothing else. Just wanted to let my friends say hi here. Man, say hi to the people. Say hi, people. I'm so cute. I just wanted you guys to see me for a minute. I'm the guy who makes mommy happy day to day. Yes, I am. Okay, we go now. Love you. So hey guys, just wanted to leave a little video. After my last video, I've got a lot of wonderful comments and a lot of wonderful emails from people who watched my video and have just been providing me with some very encouraging words, loving words, supporting words. And once again, I just wanted to say thank you. I know it's kind of a tough time for me, and I was very emotional in my last video. I was down, but yet I was so happy, at the same time. Which seems weird, right, to have all those emotions in one, but God created us to multitask even inside of our brains, even with our emotions. We can be happy and sad at the same time. Who knew? Well, today's video is not about hair. No, it's not. Although I would say that my hair is looking lovely today, in my opinion. I could have added some moisture to it today. I haven't put any water or anything on it. I just kind of fluffed it on out and said, hey, maybe it'll turn out to like a little curly fro. It's really growing. I don't really know what to do with it right now. I guess it's long enough to twist, but not in the back it's not. The top is, the back isn't long enough to do anything with. So I'm kind of in this weird stage where all I can do is wash and go. I mean, I guess I could do a braid out, but I hate to say this. As an African American woman, I am not very good at doing braids. I've never really had a chance to do it. I've only had my own head, and whatever braid I put in, I just look at it and I go, it's crooked. Ugh, there's a bump in it. I take it out. So I've never really learned. Oh well. Maybe if I have kids one day, I have a little girl, I'll cornrow her hair and I'll learn. But what I really wanted to come on today and talk about is the fact that we've got many talents, right? But we don't necessarily always focus in on our talents. And I think lately I've been really hard on myself as far as what I'm capable of, what I can do, what I can't do. And I've had a lot of really negative inner dialogue lately. And I think that it's okay to come on and say that to people. It's okay to be real about the way we feel. I don't want to come off as, oh, I'm always this happy, smiley, cheery, yay! I mean, I am that way. That is my personality. That's the way I naturally want to be. But we all have our times where we get down. We have self-doubt. And right now there's a lot of self-doubt going on inside of my mind. And I'm really just trying to combat that and tell myself that that's not the truth. That's not my reality. That is the depression. That is the accuser trying to make me feel bad about myself, trying to make me not see my talents. So today, I just thought, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go at what it is that I feel I have a talent at. And no, I'm not as talented as other people. I had a friend in the past who used to blow me out of the water when it came to this. But it doesn't mean that I shouldn't be proud of myself and the skills that I have and what I can accomplish. So, got this lovely tape measure around my neck. Woo-doo-doo-doo-doo, tape measurer, measuring stuff. Alright, the tape measure is not to measure length. I'm not worried about that. The tape measure is because I actually have a bachelor's in fashion design and merchandising. And moving in New York was kind of expensive after graduation. I couldn't do that. So I had to get into whatever I could get into, and I kind of stopped doing what it was that I went to school for. But now that I've got all this time on my hands, and I'm sitting around crying and feeling bad about myself, I figure maybe I can show God that I'm not giving up by just forging out and doing things that I enjoy doing. It doesn't have to be for money, just something to keep me busy and keep my mind focused, and something that I can look at the end of the day and feel proud of. So, with that being said, I wanted to show you guys what I can actually do. And I know it sounds silly, but I've made some patterns. And I think that I'm going to start making some stuff, and I'm going to do videos on that as well as hair. And like I said, videos on whatever the heck I want to do a video on. This is not a necessarily hair channel. It is a just me, nothing else channel. I am just me. Nothing else. It can't be anything else. For so many years, I tried to be somebody else. I tried to look like somebody else. I tried to act the way somebody else told me to act instead of acting the way that I normally act, and it doesn't work. Being just me and nothing else is what works. Okay? So you guys, this is a bodice pattern. That's exactly what it is. It just sounds weird when you say it. It's a bodice pattern. So pretty much what this is, it's not even a pattern. It's called a sloper. And a sloper is a basic pattern. It's just going to make a basic shirt. No real design elements to it. Now, in order for clothes to fit you correctly, please forgive me, I have to move around a lot. Our bodies aren't flat, right, like this piece of paper. Our bodies are curved. We have curves. Not that I got a lot of curves where I'm showing y'all, but we've got curves. And so you have to make things fit your curves. So ladies, have you ever noticed that in certain places in your fitted garments there are these little, it looks like little seams? Well, they don't really call them seams, okay? Seams are going to be like your sides, your neck, shoulder. This here is what we call a dart. Okay? So I've got 2 darts in my basic bodice pattern, or my basic bodice sloper. Now this can be taken and manipulated to make designs. Isn't that amazing? I love this. Alright, so let me show you guys a basic skirt pattern. So this here is a skirt. Now I did this one from some instructions that I saw on YouTube. And this is supposed to be a sloper that will fit both the front and the back of your body. If you cut on the bottom line here, that would be your front. When you cut on the top line here, that's going to be your back. And the reason the back has an extra line in it is because we've got butts. Butts take up extra room. You need more fabric in the back to make some room for your butt, right? So, I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, both of those, like I said, they're slopers, so they can be manipulated. Like this, you think about it, this is going to be what? It's going to be like a basic skirt, right? It's going to be straight, it's going to come straight down, no slits, no nothing. But what if you wanted something really full and fluffy? Like, you remember the 50s dresses the women wore, and they flowed out real glamorous. There's a lot of fabric to that. So in that case, this can be manipulated. And you can make a pattern off of this using paper, where you trace this basic thing onto paper, and then you manipulate lines on the paper to create the actual pattern piece that you want. So let's say we wanted this to be a fuller skirt, right? Well, it's not going to work if our side seam at the hip comes straight down like that. Now, center front has to stay the same because that's the center of your body, but you can manipulate from here. Now, here's the hip line, right? Seems a little low to me. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to make some more patterns, some more slopers that I think make more sense. Instead of using the YouTube ones, I'm actually going to use my textbooks that I had from school. And I'll show you that textbook in a minute. I got tons of them. I'll just show you the one for the pattern making. But what you would do is take this, and you would literally, on the piece of paper, draw a line that came further out, and you'd contour it, you know. Woo. And then your actual pattern piece would come somewhere way out here. So your pattern piece would be way larger than this to allot for the extra room that you would need in your piece. This is not meant to necessarily be a tutorial. It's just meant to show you that each one of us has our own little thing that excites us, our own little talent. I look at some people, they've got beautiful voices. They sing so wonderfully. Then I try and sing and I sound like a dying cat, right? Nobody wants to hear a dying cat, not even in the church choir. So I keep my mouth shut. I was really big into gymnastics when I was younger, but that is over. I'm old, I am not flipping, and I got a bad back. Please. If I flipped over, I would be stuck. Somebody would be picking me up and rushing me to the hospital in a back bend. That would look silly. But what I do know how to do is make clothes. That is what I know how to do. So I'm going to embark on making clothes that keep my mind free of negativity. It gives me something that I can do. That when I'm done, it's tangible. It's right there. It's in front of me. It is physical. It's real. I can look at it and I can immediately feel satisfied with myself. And I can give myself positive praise from that. And so what I'm really here to say today is we all get down, right? We all have those moments, especially if we're following God correctly. Now, this is for anybody who believes in God. If you don't believe in God, please don't feel like you can't come to my channel. I'm not like a holy roller. I'm just saying right now I'm going through a tough time in my life, and I believe in God. And that's what helps me to get through my moments. If you don't, I don't judge you whatsoever. Please still come to my channel. Because even if you don't believe in God, I believe that we're constantly needing to improve ourselves. I hear that that's the sign of a Virgo. I'm definitely a big old Virgo, and I'm always working to strive towards perfection and self-improvement. I always feel like there's something that I can do to make myself better so that I can be better to other people, better for myself. If I'm better for myself, then of course I'm better for other people. And I believe that our purpose in this life is to help other people, you know? But we got to be able to help ourselves first. The great thing about that is from my last video, I wasn't feeling so good, right? And I left that, and a lot of other people who were feeling good with themselves were able to say the right words to me to lift me up and kind of bring me out of my funk. I slept around a lot today. I cried a lot this morning. But then I got up and I checked the YouTube and I responded to all of the comments that I got and the emails that I got. And something inside of me just changed. Something was like, quit feeling sorry for yourself. What can you do? What do you like to do? What would you like to do? And if you like it, if you love it, if you have a passion for it, does it have to produce money? No. I just have to be the best that I can be from day to day. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and make some new slopers. And I'm going to use this book to make my slopers. You guys, I'm sorry. I didn't have everything prepared. I'm not trying to make you look at my chest here. Next time I got to get more prepared, but I was not prepared for this video. I just kind of started recording and I'm winging it. So this is the actual book that I'm using, Pattern Making for Fashion Design. The book is by Helen Josephine Armstrong. If anybody has a passion for making clothes or has any questions, please ask me questions. I am not by any stretch of the means a professional at this, but I do have a passion for it. I love it. I went to school for it. You know, I would love to answer any questions that you might have about anything. I know people get sewing machines. They go by basic patterns. The pattern says, oh, this is going to be really easy to sew. Then you crack it open and you realize, ain't nothing easy about this crap. This is confusing. Sewing is confusing. It is upside down, inside out, backwards. You have to be able to think upside down, inside out, and backwards. You also have to be able to think about structure and function. If I put the zipper in, am I going to be able to get these sleeves in later on? You know, you're not going to be able to get to certain seams to sew them if you sewed up other seams. So there's a lot that goes into it. But even with those basic patterns, there's so many. They throw so much terminology at you that you don't know that you end up screwing up the pattern. I screwed up so many patterns. It's the exact reason why I went to school for it. Because I got a sewing machine, I got some patterns. I effed up every single pattern I got until I went to school. I am not even going to lie. I was terrible. Terrible. Now, by the time I ended, I was not the most creative designer by far. No. My pattern, my designs, very basic, very classic. I have a very classic taste. I don't really want to go out of the, ballpark with all these trendy things. But I was a very good sewer. So, if there's anything that I might be able to help you with in your sewing endeavors, please let me know. I would love to help. Alright guys, this video is long enough. I'm going to cut it off. But thanks again to everybody who sent me comments. I want you guys to know that you've truly helped me. I am feeling much better, and I'm about to start tackling some projects. I'm going to keep myself busy. I'm going to stay faithful, and I'm going to know that everything is going to be okay. Bye guys!